weirdo. You think I give a fuck? It's the Trailer Park Hero. Drinking Jack Daniels. I'll be at NASCAR if you want the tango. I'll be riding in the mud. Dark nasty, grab the bull by the horn, but I'm tacky as fuck.
Takes a while for the hook to come in.
Made out of duck dick. Kill both my parents. What you doing, Beardo? Self-defense, bitch. And I got a problem with narcotics. The CIA be watching my apartment. Take off your top, bitch.
I just want to listen.
At the orthodontist. While I beat up a handicap. Retarded don't fuck dick with a fanny pack.
All right, welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. This week's theme is Bad White Rap. That's Beardo, Drugs with Dirt Nasty. One of mine and Jake's favorite old college go-to music videos and songs. Good start to the post-Super Bowl Monday show. Drugs on my mind. It's a good song. How you doing, Jake?
Yeah, you said favorite there, which I think a lot of people would be shocked about. The music video is really good, really good.
Nick Buback in the chat just said classic jam.
And if you heard one of the lyrics there was "killed both my parents," but
just
it was
the opening line to a verse. Killed both my parents.
It was self-defense, bitch. So yeah, it's a silly, not great music, but great performance, I'd say.
Yeah.
James, Jomboy, how are you?
I'm doing good. That made me laugh.
Yeah, that's a big Super Bowl Monday opener.
What's the other line we used to really like, but it's like really fucked up? Oh, Beardo comes in rapping and he goes, "Well, let's leave it at this. Me and Dirt Nasty, we fucked your bitch." Just leave it at that.
So that's it.
Just leave it at that. Yeah.
Nothing else to explore. It happened. Let's move on.
I never had an Easter, but I always had a bunch of spinkers. I'm a one-man band on.
That's a good line right there. Always had a bunch of speakers, but I never had an Easter or whatever. Yeah, so anyway, that's Drugs, Beardo. Bad White Rap Week today, so we got some songs lined up.
Came out aggressive,
yeah. It's a little less wholesome than last week's theme, which was theme songs.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit.
And I did like Cheers and Full House.
Yeah, and again, it's bad.
And Wonder Years. I did a bunch of wholesome TV shows.
Yeah.
You're in Denver, but you're in a mountain. Are you in Denver proper?
I'm not in Denver. I am in Dillon, Colorado, Jim. Dillon.
Oh, nice.
Colorado.
DYL or DILL?
DILLON.
Nice. I like that. I like that.
Well, rude to the Dillon we know.
Oh, God, no.
It's that picture of the when we drove cross country. When we stopped crossing through the mountains of the scenic overpass. That's Lake Dillon.
Oh, I thought that was in Breckenridge.
No, Breckenridge is like right around the corner. Breckenridge is right around the corner, but technically that town is Dillon.
Looks pretty. How was your weekend?
Yeah.
How's your slopes going?
It was pretty good. Got shredded some nar. We went to. I was at Mount Copper for a little bit. The lady Jess, shout out, ripped it. Had her best ski day ever.
How many points did she get?
Not a points game, but she was flying down the mountain pretty good. So that was fun. And then yeah, I mean we had like 9 couples in this giant house, which is pretty sweet, and it's cheap because there's so many people. Yeah, so like hot tub. Big hot tub weekend. I lived in the hot tub.
You're a hot tub guy.
I'm a hot tub guy. Yeah, people were worried.
Mm-hmm.
I think I put in like each day. I want to say I put in 3 hours a day in the hot tub. Yeah,
that's something like if someone else said that to me, like, "Oh, Jake was in the hot tub," I'd be like, "Yeah, that makes a lot." He loves hot tubs.
Yeah, that's kind of the natural environment.
How many hours in the hot tub were full naked? is that not part of your life anymore because it was mixed company, and we're all older now?
I just think my bathing suits don't leave a ton to the imagination at this point in my life. I'm kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to be full deep end nudist colony guy yet.
Well, again, we should say you've been that for a week or so in times.
I mean, for periods of time. I mean, you gotta do everything once and the fun stuff twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and then yeah, a lot of skiing, a lot of hot tub, a lot of games, a lot of board games. Have you played Quicks?
No, but I love board games. So
Quicks is a fun one. You put 15 words on the table, and there's one person who's the guest giver. They can only say one word per round, and like they have a chart that shows which words are your team's.
Okay.
And they have to say one word, and it has to link a couple of your words. So like if it was, I don't know, if it was
baseball.
Yeah, baseball. Baseball for two. You'd be like, okay, there's two out there that are baseball, and you'd be like, okay, there's bat and diamond, but then there could be glove out there too. So the guest giver has to like limit your risk because there's one death card, which means game over, you lose.
Hate that.
There's a couple neutrals, which are like no harm, no foul. So like if you've got three that you think could link together, but there's a fourth that's involved, but it's a neutral, you probably take that chance. You give that guess because you know it can only hurt you so much. And if you guess a neutral, your turn is over, but your team can remember that, okay, there's still three. He still thinks there's three more out there that relate to baseball. So it's got some moving parts to it. It's fun.
Sounds like a game I'd like, mixing of words.
It's a game that comes down to the last turn every time, which is fun. That's kind of all you can ask.
I played Uno.
Okay.
The other day, and I was pretty out on Uno, pretty mindless game.
Yeah, I feel like I played that when I was young. So to tap back into Uno.
Yeah, it wasn't good because we've been playing games. I like my favorite game is Rummy Cube because I walk away from the table with like a brain headache.
Okay.
And I can only play two at a time because I switch up the board. I stand up. I'm like an emperor, like figuring out the dinner seating arrangements to make sure everyone's like not going to go to war at my daughter's wedding. Yeah. So, and then I walk away and I'm like, oh shit, that would need to. And when I play Rummy Cube, I don't care about myself winning. When someone has one tile left, I just say, let me do it. Because it's fun. Anyway, I love games. Good games. I was going to say, like, we should all get together and play board games, but that's the lamest shit in the world, so I can't say that.
Yeah, that's pretty lame until you get into full couple territory.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, before we move on from Dillon, Colorado, which is where you are.
Right.
I love going to Wikipedia and finding the notable people.
Sure.
Dillon, Colorado, notable people might be the least notable people collection I've ever seen on Wikipedia.
Okay.
Check out this guy. Dwayne D. Purcell.
Okay.
Smoke detector entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's big.
And you also
Oh, I'm sorry he got that in every house in the world ever. Sorry for that invention.
I don't. If he invented the smoke detector, then that's awesome. I just think he made money off of it.
Okay.
Because it said entrepreneur, not inventor.
I think Dillon's kind of like a new town, though. Like it's in the middle of all these different mountain towns, like Keystone, Breck, Copper, blah blah blah.
Wait, so I think you can shorten Breckenridge to just Breck and get away with it because that full name really messes with my speech impediment. So this is good news.
Oh yeah, dude. If you don't say Breck, you're like out of the loop.
Well, okay. Come on, I got friends that live in Colorado. I need to be in the loop. I just say Breck.
Well, you are blowing it.
That was fantastic.
I've got another thing I think I need to talk about before we dive into the Super Bowl because it's more related to the weekend. Well, it's about the food situation. So I don't know if you want to save it or hit it now.
No, let's just do a quick tri-state update. Then we'll go into the national.
Okay.
Which is all Super Bowl.
We'll do a whole.
You should have written a burn for the Super Bowl. That would have been awesome. I should have told you that yesterday.
Did it deserve a burn?
Yeah, a bad burn. All right, whatever. Here's some tri-state news real quick because everyone's
Sure.
like, "What happened in the tri-state? What happened?" The Knicks lost Friday to the Celtics by 14, cementing Jake's bet of the day victory. Then they lost to the Grizzlies, lose. The Nets lost on Saturday. Rangers lost to the Lightning. CCSU made fools of Bryant on Saturday. Absolute fools. The Bryant coach made his players walk home in their game. Unis, UConn beat East Carolina. So, hey, they can beat some teams. Okay, now to the national news.
They played the Super Bowl yesterday. The Patriots won.
Man, we're a slave to the format.
That was good. I thought, well, hey, I was mad you skipped past Knicks, and I get to make a little bet of the day joke.
Now, there's a lot to talk about in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's a big topic, but is there a lot to talk about, Jake?
Super Bowl's a big topic. How about this? Let's do it. Let's run through your day leading up.
Oh, okay. That's not that
let's
fun.
let's make a scene for the people of what your Super Bowl Sunday was.
Oh, yeah, pretty lame Super Bowl Sunday. But woke up, recorded my True Detective recap for Six Pack Cinema, edited that right away, went shopping to the grocery store, bought things to make chili and Ed's balls, went home, cooked the chili and Ed's balls because when I cook, I go really slow. I listen to a podcast and I just take my time, never in a rush. Once the balls were crafted in the freezer and the chili was in the slow cooker, I sat down here. You and I recorded Talking Yanks. Finished that, picked Katie up from work. We drove around the bay because the sunset was like pink and it was reflecting off the frozen white ice of the bay, and it looked damn beautiful. And I'm a sunset slut, so I just drove up and down the bay looking at the sunset, getting out of the house for a little bit. Zimmer was in the car; he enjoyed his ride. Went home, edited something. I had a couple things to edit. Finished the chili. That came out pretty good. Started frying the Ed's balls. My mom and dad came over, and my grandma. Katie's here, and Katie has her friend over. So that's I don't know, 7 of us. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 of us plus 2 dogs. And then it was just my dad and I on the couch watching the game. All the girls were at the table, just like chatting because they don't care.
Right.
I was getting food, giving it to my dad. We were watching the game. If I wasn't updating the prop bet, the Jomboy Jake Radio prop bets as the game went on, I would have had 0 fun, sir. So what was your setting?
So yesterday I didn't ski. We've done this ski trip for a few years now, and I like I make Super Bowl Sunday my spa day, basically. I'm like,
Nice.
because usually we get these decent sized houses, so there's like a hot tub or there's a steam room, there's like a mini gym. So I do like 10 fake curls. I throw the Knicks game on my phone for a little bit, and I'm like, wow, eating healthy. I ate so vile this weekend, and we're gonna land there in a little bit. But just like the heaviest of meals. So the one thing I can do, this is a classic you, me / your dad trick. The first 2 days, I just wake up first and I start making the breakfast. And like that's my gift to the group for the weekend.
You and my dad, I don't do that, but
yeah, like you'll remember this, so when we look back, you'll be like, okay, who participated and helped in the weekend? Well, I guess Jake made breakfast. He made a bunch of lewd jokes, but he made breakfast.
Don't downplay it. That's like a key role. You need the guy who's going to do that. It's very nice of you.
It sets the tone. But I wasn't. So for day 3, I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, what?
That's tough. You can't be the breakfast guy and then bow out.
But people hinted towards it. I've got someone that wants to get in the breakfast game. So I could see her. I dropped a stone cold, pretty good joke. She came in Saturday morning looking to help with the breakfast, and like we were already on path, like we were cruising, and she was like, "Oh, what can I do to help?" And I said, "Well, you could wake up a half hour earlier."
Nice.
And so that was rude, but it was joking. So I ended up, so I woke up at 5:30 just because I had like so much like beer and bad food in my body. So I was like, shit, well, am I just gonna do this? Am I gonna let it rip? And I said no. So I went back to sleep, woke up at like 10, had a little baby breakfast, workout, watched the Knicks. So then half of the ski crew comes back because they're big Thunder fans. The Thunder were playing the Celtics, and they wanted to get kind of their Super Bowl routine going. So watch Thunder Celts, big game. Celts won. So then it's like, all right, hey, you know what? Before the Super Bowl, someone's like, after this game, before the Super Bowl, we should hot tub. So I'm like, yeah, yup. So go to the hot tub, and I want to say it's like 2:30. So kickoff is 4:30 Mountain Time. Which do you like that?
Mountain Time's not bad.
I think for the Super Bowl, it's a weird time. I think a 6:30 Eastern Super Bowl is kind of ideal. Like the game's gonna end and your night's over.
For the Super Bowl, it's way different. Because usually I think East Coast and West Coast are the worst time zones for sports. But the Super Bowl, no, I'd still would like Central or Mountain Time better than 6:30.
Okay. So anyway, so we're hot tubbing and the beers start to come out. I was like, I'm gonna pace myself today. We were debating recording after the Super Bowl, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay pretty controlled. So start having a couple beers. We got the music. It starts flurrying. So now it's snowing and we're in the hot tub. So it's like the perfect. We got the mountains as the backdrop. So we're like, yeah, this is what it's all about, people.
Let's all bang.
So then we all banged. And then so here's what was key, Jim. So like we're escalating a little bit. It's a good time. But like we're landing around 4:30. Like this is gonna wrap up. Like, all right, we'll get out. Super Bowl, boom. So then the second ski crew comes back, and they're a jolt of life. And two of them come into the hot tub at like 4. So now hot tub crew's looking at each other like, oh crap. Are we gonna keep this momentum going? So then we kind of did. So we're like, so now we had a radio of the game for the starting kickoff, and we're like nervous because it's a Super Bowl. And I arguably host a sports podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to get involved in this. But so now we're playing a game of chicken. We're like, okay, it's 4:40, and we get the first sign of life from someone that's inside the house, and we're like, hey, what's the score? They're like, 0-0. So hot tub like erupts. Like, yes, we're good for now. So we ended up we fought it for like another 10 minutes, and then it was like, all right, it's the Super Bowl, gotta watch it. So go inside with still zeros. Caught the first field goal and then the rest of the game. But Jimmy, oh my God. The mini hot dogs.
Yeah.
So in my regular life, I usually have to kind of watch what I eat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, cut out the carbs here and there, not a lot of desserts. Just maintain. And hot dogs and croissants are normally two things that I normally shy away from. I know they're not good for me. Mm-hmm. Like if I get a sandwich that's served on a croissant and I'd miss that on the menu or whatever, I'm usually pretty disappointed.
Okay.
Like I'm like, I don't deserve these extra 100 calories. Anyways, someone made mini hot dogs in the croissants, pigs in a blanket, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy, it was just that perfect stroke of, I've mentioned this to you before. I might have mentioned it on here. My eating competition skill would be like something like buffalo chicken dip or snacking. We're giant snackers.
Mm-hmm.
These mini hot dogs, Jim, I had so many of them. I had people started drawing guesses, and I think we're talking 40 minimum. There was 2 different trays of them. Dude, I went full grosso. It was disgusting. I was in such pain for a while.
Yeah, that sounds...
So, yeah, it's got me really questioning.
If you threw a number like 20, I think I would have been excited, interested. But 40, I'm kind of grossed out.
Oh yeah, dude. It was vile. It wasn't fun. Like it started fun. So there were two different trays. There was a tray downstairs and there was a tray in the TV room. So I started picking at the downstairs tray. That's what got me started. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. So then I found out there's an upstairs tray, and I'm like, you're kidding me. We've got a tray by the game? That's unfair. So then I did a classic you or me snacking joke. I went up there 3 times to get like a round of croissant hot dogs, and I was like, hey, every time I went up, I was like, wow, has anyone tried these? These are pretty good. Kept just doing the dumb trick that I got. But yeah, so I was in pain for most of the night.
Nice. All right, let's talk about the game. So you're in pain. I'm just hanging out with my dad. Game sucked. Is there anything to even talk about? Game sucked.
I mean, if we wanted to talk sports stuff, I mean, it's kind of like the story that I think people would want to talk about would be like Goff and McVay. Like, come on, guys. Like that's really bad. I mean, Tom Brady, no touchdown passes. I mean, Edelman and Michelle, like that became the running joke amongst our crew was every Edelman completion. It was like, oh, we're shocked. And
Edelman's like, fun to watch.
It's cool. It's awesome. But it's just one of those things at the end of the day, the Patriots have lived by this mantra of eliminating your worst, or eliminating your best option. And it's just shocking to me that no other team is able to be like, hey, they're going to throw to Edelman almost every third down. They're going to throw him the ball a bunch. And he's just never limited, you know?
I like that he doesn't even try to run with it afterwards. There was a mic'd up from last game where Brady was like, you're trying to run with it, bub. Just catch it and go down.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even need the big play. Just give us those 10 yards, catch the ball. And the whole Super Bowl, I don't think Edelman tried to catch it and run. If he did, it was once or twice. It was just catch it, dive a foot further, and be down. Just keep going.
They slowly bleed you to death.
No, that was such a boring game, though. And I know that that's going to be the take that everyone has.
Right.
Annoying to hear constantly, so I don't even know how much long we talk about it. But it was pretty boring.
Yeah, I mean, just pretty wild that the Rams as a team. Oh, I guess that the Saints are now a topic again. People have been saying that. I mean, they had 43 punts all season, and they had 9 in this game. So I don't know.
Some good ones too.
Yeah, Johnny Hecker, your boy. I don't know. I think this is one when people when you're in a Southie bar and you get into a Belichick Brady debate, I think this one's going to go on Belichick big time.
Oh yeah, the defense.
I mean, limiting these Rams to nothing, and I mean on offense, the Pats weren't special. Like Sony Michel was a solid, good running game, and Edelman couldn't be stopped. Outside of that, I mean,
my favorite moments of the game. My favorite moment of the game was when the Rams stopped the Pats on 3rd and whatever. And they showed Wade Phillips like jumping up and down for joy with a big smile, which you don't see in the middle of the game usually.
Yeah,
it's just like little kid joy out of Wade Phillips. That was my only moment. I was like, that was nice. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun to see because we had all these young coaches hired and stuff, and I know everything that I've read so far this morning and last night was like, wow, what a game! Belichick versus Phillips was awesome tonight, and it's like, well, here we go. Yeah. We'll see if these young guys can live up to it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, were there good commercials?
No, dude. Everyone's scared to be funny. The only good commercial was when they had all the football players in the banquet hall, like diving after the ball. That was actually really cool. I like that commercial a lot.
That was cool. It's shocking, man. I don't get it.
Every other commercial was either like not a funny commercial, trying to do heartfelt because everyone's scared of humor these days because like, oh, we can insult. Or they would take a cultural phenomenon that's happening right now and like try to spin it to their own. Like the ASMR commercial was annoying with Zoe Kravitz, and there's a Burger King they just ripped off Review Bra. It was like a kid in a suit with a bad haircut, like Weird Paul. These are YouTubers. So just pay those people to be in your commercial. They'd probably do it for very, very cheap.
Yeah.
You dicks.
Yeah, I don't really get that. Like, that was bizarre.
Did you see the Telluride commercial?
I'm trying to think. I saw you had a tweet about the Telluride commercial.
It was like this
I'm trying
poor
to put it
little
together.
like sad boy. Where I come from, there's no heroes. We do our job. We do our job well, and we do what we have to do. And there's no winners and losers. And then it's like Telluride, built by depressed people.
Well,
So
that wasn't the tagline.
it basically was. It was like,
yeah,
buy Telluride, or this whole town's gonna fucking kill themselves. I think that was their message.
I mean, I just don't get it. If you're a company and you're putting the million, oh, there was one commercial we all booed. Oh, I'm trying to think about what it was. It might have been that bad review fake commercial or something. But literally, we had a room of 16 that erupted in boos, and I'm picturing, or no, it was a beer commercial. I want to say it was one of the Budweiser commercials, and we were sitting there like definitely they think we're their target market right now, and they have a room full of people booing. Like, where were the case studies? Who thought this was good?
Was it the Jeff Bridges Sex and the City one? I like that commercial.
No. But yeah, I just don't get it. How you can invest the kind of money they do into this and just lay an egg. But that's their prerogative. Maybe I'll come up with some commercials for tomorrow's episode.
I came up with a sweet Mountain Dew commercial that took place in the 80s a while ago.
Okay.
Remember? Do you believe in Dew? Mountain Dew? Baseball? Third base coach? It was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. You could present it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, they've heard it already on the show. Do you want to talk about how bad halftime was? Because I'm a little hesitant because I know I come off like such a yells at clouds old man.
Right.
And I'm scared to really dive into that because I can do that pretty easily on topics.
Right.
And I don't want to be that guy. But now I'm fighting myself because, like, fuck it. That was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And here's the thing: everyone's going to be upset with me. I had no idea who Travis Scott was. I've never watched a full episode of SpongeBob, so I don't know what Sweet Victory is. So maybe I'm not the target audience here.
Right.
Big Boy, one of the better rappers going from Outkast, they gave him like 30 seconds of screen time, and then your dude, Adam Levine, whatever his name is. We were having a big debate with my mom and my girlfriend and her friend, like, is he charismatic? Is he funny? I said, no, he's kind of just a douche. And I was kind of presenting your argument, but I wasn't fully with your argument. And then when he took his shirt off, I was fully on your argument. Like, I fucking hate Adam Levine now.
Hey, I'm Adam. Welcome to Starbucks. You hate that guy.
He thinks he's Justin Timberlake, and he is nowhere close to Justin
Now
Timberlake.
We're talking.
Yeah. He thinks he thinks he's got the same charisma, moves, voice, style as Justin Timberlake, and he forces himself to try and do that shit where JT just wakes up and, like, is the coolest guy in the world.
Lives it.
Yeah.
So a couple things. I mean, Travis Scott is what it is. Here's the thing. When you roll out Big Boy in Atlanta, that's nice. He's in the car. He's got the jacket on. You're like, yes. But of any rap pairings, duos, group, whatever you want to call it, you know, I don't go deep into band names. I don't know a lot of guys. But almost everyone knows Outkast, Big Boy, and Andre 3000. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to drop Big Boy on us, we're expecting Andre. Like, we like when they rolled out Big Boy, we were excited, but everyone got on the edge of their seat hoping for Andre 3000 to come out, and that didn't happen.
Do they get along?
I don't know. I don't know where they're at. I don't know if they're currently friendly or not. And so let me get into Adam here. Because what did you just find something? You want to say it?
No, I'm just trying to see if there's a feud between them or whatever. Because I know that their album that won the Grammy that has Roses and all that on it, they wrote separately. Like, Big Boy wrote his songs, Andre wrote his songs, and they melded them into an album.
Right. But yeah, I mean, for the Super Bowl Atlanta, I don't know what kind of what they got going, you still think they do that for the right price. Anyways, Adam Levine. Let me start with the good, Jim. I will say this. They have a couple catchy songs. We were a room of about 16 people. When She Will Be Loved, the chorus came up. We all sang it in the room. We were having a good time. We had a couple drinks. It's a catchy song. I'll give you that. My biggest thing with Adam Levine is if you saw him at an open mic at a Starbucks, or if you just saw him jamming, like, he's not the guy you bring home to mom, and he's not a straight up sex symbol. But I think girls pretend like he's both. Like, oh my God, Adam Levine, he dates a Victoria's Secret model. Can you believe that? He's so hot. And for me, it's just, if you put Justin Timberlake, this is a great example. If you put JT at an open mic in a coffee house, you're leaving there like, yo.
I just saw the next big thing.
I think that guy's got it. If you saw Adam by himself at a coffee shop, you'd be like, ugh. Like, if your friend walked up to you and is like, yeah, this is Adam. I met him at the bar last week. And you'd be like, oh, no, honey. So I don't know. And then me.
He takes his shirt off, and he's got that California tattoo across his belly button.
Oh, yeah.
And anyone that thinks he's got a unique or charismatic personality instantly gets proven wrong.
Right.
Because that might be the lamest, most unoriginal, most try-hard, dumbest tattoo and tattoo placement you can get.
So yeah, that's when I finish recording this and I have to go upstairs and have breakfast and get out of this house, there may be some apologies, because I know a couple girls took offense to it. Because I mean, me talking smack about Adam Levine is tough. But the whole example, and something I should have mentioned last night, the one girl that was pretty displeased with my opinion on that, I mean, her boyfriend is this 6'3", 225 roped up hunk of man that if you put him next to Adam Levine would be a joke. So that's what I've got prepared for breakfast this morning.
Anti-Adam Levine podcast. Didn't know we'd get
yeah,
here.
And it's tough. I mean, I will say, couple catchy tunes, but I think your JT Levine comparison would stand so strong.
Yeah. Well,
different galaxies.
Update on Outcast. Andre said, I've always said whenever he's ready, I'm always ready. Right now he's focusing on different things, and we respect that as a brotherhood. We text each other every day. That's my brother. We've done everything there is to do in music. We won the highest prize. We sold the most records. We started when we were 17. Let the man breathe a little. So it sounds like they get along famously. And yeah, in that case, Andre should have come out with him as well.
I mean, we were waiting for it. That would have been the tipping point. I mean, dude, if Andre and Big Boy let Roses or something rip.
If they just threw out a speaker box, Love Below, yell, at like the end, I would have been like, that was pretty dope. I like that.
Oh, man. You just you kind of turned into Aziz Ansari for a second.
That was pretty dope. Yeah, I know.
Yo, that would have been dope.
I love that. Speaker box.
The Love Below.
Love that shit. Anything else to say about
what
Super
else
Bowl?
needs to be said about the game? Like nothing, right?
No. Longest punt
Patriots
Super
have
Bowl.
6 Super Bowls. Tom Brady's the GOAT.
The longest punt in Super Bowl history happened. That was cool. We can do the prop bets. Shout out
prop bets. Play that prop bet sound you've been saving up for this special moment.
Okay. Of course I will. Okay. The prop bet winner was... Oh. Give it some more suspense while I open the Google sheet.
The build-up.
The winner, it wasn't Jake. He only got 9 correct out of 17. It wasn't me. I got 12 correct out of 17. It wasn't Sean Corby. He didn't do that great. The prop bet winner, as I pull up this sheet, and we're killing time. This is bad, Jake. I had it open, and then I went to Dillon, Colorado Wikipedia on the prop bet sheet.
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. It was someone that listens to the show or has listened to the show before,
Ooh.
Which is good because someone that said they never listened to an episode came in 4th. Bummer. Hunter Ramp. Hunter won.
There it is. Hunter Ramp. But this competition wasn't really about winning.
Yes, but Hunter was kind of impressive, though, because did you see? He got 15 out of 17 correct.
It's pretty good.
Like, really good. The only thing one of the things he got wrong was the Gatorade, which is whatever.
That is whatever.
He got, the only other thing he got wrong was, I mean, who used the first time out?
What color was the G-Raid?
Blue.
Okay.
Blue. Oh, Hunter's in the chat right now.
Hey, congrats, Hunter.
Congrats, Hunter. Yeah.
Who finished last place? Because that's what this was about.
Yeah, this was not about celebrating the winner, but Hunter, get in touch. We'll get you a shirt. Where this was about celebrating last place. So, our new segment called Check Out These Fucking Losers. Think that's going to stick?
No.
Okay. Loser number 1, Shane Bodkin. I think he's a Patreon subscriber.
Shane.
Tough to lose.
What are you doing?
Loser number 2, Hank Gurley.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Brother of the other Gurley. The double loser.
Todd. Yeah. It's a rough night for Hank Gurley.
And loser number 3, Kev.
Kev. What are you doing?
Chris Henkin, I think this is Chris from San Diego. He won a jersey once on Talking Yanks. He started out like in the top 3. Like he was one of the first people to go 3 for 3, I think. And he only finished with 7 points, 17. Finished bottom 4 out of 100 people. So Hunter, you beat like 90 people. It wasn't just your friendly prop bets at a Super Bowl party where you're going up against like 15. It's a lot of people in this pool.
A shame to the final 3.
Yeah.
A shame.
Brendan Hill came in second.
Brendan Hill.
And I beat you, so that's all that matters.
Whoa, what about your mom?
Your mom, which was the name of your second account, I also beat that account, I believe.
Oh, you believe.
I checked it yesterday. Your mom scored 9 points. So your mom, both of your polls only got 9 out of 7.
I got 18.
Wow, 18 combined. Wow, Jake just wins. Jake steals Hunter's shirt.
Winner. Who's your little sister?
That was fun. That was the only thing I enjoyed about the Super Bowl. I made this Excel sheet. I was like tallying it as I was going. I was giving the updates on Jomboy Jake Radio Twitter. I was like, that was more enjoyable than anything that was happening on the field.
Yeah, now you know why people are falling in love with the bet of the day segment. Some people only watch sports to bet.
Sad people.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have to do? We have to do the golf update because we had a winner in there as well.
Golf.
The GAFE. Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. Can't believe that that's what it stands for. It's so weird. Okay. Here we go, Jake. In the Waste Management and Jomboy and Jake Open, one and done, bet of the day. The winners, Jake. Meat Packer and Putterface take home the most money with Justin Thomas, who finished third. No one had the winner. In third place in the tournament, our tournament, Educating New York City, which I think is teaching. He took home third with Bubba Watts, tied for fourth. A donut with no hole is a Danish. And Golfers Against Jake both had Kuchar, who also tied for fourth. You had John Rahm, who finished 10 under. And I had Matsuyama, who finished 9 under. The bridge that we all jumped off led to our demise. Was not fun. That is your one and done golf update. Jake, tell me about Ricky Fowler, because I saw his like triple bogey. That was bullshit. I hate that rule in golf. But he came back from that.
Yeah, so Jim, I mentioned I'm on this trip, and actually half the people here are Oklahoma State guys. They have a pretty good golf program. That's where Ricky's from. That's where he wears that Sunday burnt orange. Maybe not burnt orange. I think that's Texas. But Sunday orange from Ricky is because of Oklahoma State. And Ricky is kind of beloved, and people think you'd kind of like this. People kind of have him as the next, like, Freddie Couples. Like, could be a lot better than he is, but it's still lovable. The guy's He's had a few Sunday screw ups at this point. So Jim, he had a 4-shot lead going into yesterday. He has a triple bogey followed by another bogey where he lost his lead in 2 holes.
Can we talk about the triple bogey before we move on?
Sure.
Triple bogey was a nice chip in that looked pretty good, and then just caught a weird slope in the green and then the grass and rolled all the way down into the liquid. He takes a drop, so that's 2 strokes. He takes the drop and just drops it onto the grass, walks away to size up his shot, and the ball just starts rolling and falls, which is counted as a stroke. But I hate that rule in golf. Is there a reason for it? Like, is there a reason why that still happens? If you drop your ball and you never touch it physically, and nature just a breeze, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm trying to think. Maybe it would be like kind of the reverse situation. Like, what if there was a drop area where your ball could almost like roll towards the hole? I think that's shunned upon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
No, I get that. So there's a case where you can bet him. But this sucks because his ball rolled, which is a stroke. If your ball moves without you touching it, it's as if you touched it, so it counts as a stroke. But it rolled into the water, so that's another stroke.
Yeah.
So he got like 2 strokes when he didn't even touch his ball. It's bullshit. Anyway, go on. So he's like he was leading by 4, and now he's got triple bogey, digging a hole.
But yeah, he came back. He ended up birdieing two of the last 4 holes. He gets the win. But yeah, he's kind of had a history of choking away leads. And Jimmy, a fun term I learned this weekend, because they're Oklahoma State is the Cowboys. They sometimes call them the Pokes. Go Pokes. Mm-hmm. So they were calling it the poke choke. Oh. And they said, like, whenever Ricky's doing this, that's the poke choke. So I really like that term.
I like it too. But he didn't choke. He won. But no one picked him in our one and done.
Well, he shot 64, 65, 64, 74 on day 4. So
it's pretty good.
Good for him. Congrats, Ricky. And congrats the winners in the one and done league.
Yeah, Meat Packer and Putterface.
Good team names.
All right. What's next? What's next on our docket? Let's just I didn't do any real news because I thought we were going to talk about the Super Bowl for a while.
Right.
But we're not doing any real news. We can do a Twitter question of the day.
T-Quad?
Oh, I don't know if that was loud enough. Did you hear it?
No. Now I did.
Little T-Quad. Do we have any new ones? I got to ask for new ones soon. How about this one? Edwin Leon. What are your goals for your channel? What do you hope to be doing in 5 years? Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. There's one more Twitter question of the day we have left that I've been delaying because I want to put a lot of research into it. So this is what we have to answer today. And then I'll ask on Twitter for more random questions of the day. You guys give it to us. Jake, what are your goals for this channel?
Man, Super Bowl Monday. You're going to give me that? Goals for 5 years? I ate so many pigs in a blanket last night. I almost had to like throw up or go get help.
Well, I know what I want to do, where my goals for next 5 years is.
Right.
But someone in the live chat wants you to flash your nipple real quick, so you could just do that.
I mean, I can flash some nip, and I think that's one of my goals that I've been public about. I'm not a big goals guy, is to be one of the first like sports analysts. There's whatever we want to label it. Someone involved in covering sports.
Talker guys, I thought was the official term.
What's that?
Talker guys.
Stalker?
Talker. We talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my goal, like I was saying, is to be one of the first, somewhat media type person in an ESPN, the magazine. Because we bring in all these athletes, we bring in the bobsledders, but hey, the ESPN, the body magazine, we never see the people that are covering it. So I want to be the first person. Maybe I got a mic in front of my microphone. I don't know. So I would say that's my biggest goal out there, to be in the ESPN, the body magazine.
To get pictured naked in the magazine.
I mean, not completely naked. It's art, Jim.
It's art. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. That was interesting.
That's not what you were gonna say.
Jabba Chamberlain did the body issue? That's interesting. Well, what is the goal for this channel? I don't even for YouTube, 0 goals. I don't give a fuck about our YouTube crowd. Subscribe on YouTube if you don't. But I haven't been chasing YouTube subscribers ever. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this more away from channel because that downplays it into like company. Technically, we have a company. If we want to do our serious goals, in 5 years, I'd like to get a studio. I'd like to go to that studio early with Jake. We sit down and we have a live feed like Joe Rogan, and we pump out all of our content. We do like our morning show. Then we'll record a Last in the Past. We'll record Talking Yanks there, and we sell ads on all of them and have fun. Get more interviews and that shit. I think that's a natural progression.
Yeah, ESPN the Body Mag. We're on the same page.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Job Chamberlain's body bag. Yeah, can't seem to find it. I wonder, like, if there's been like Scott Van Pelt should do it. He's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely, I think people would be interested in it, and that's the whole way the Body Mag has gone. It went from like the most cut up athletes to now it's unique looking athletes. It's like a big mix. So like, yeah, I mean, if SVP was in there, I think you and I would be stoked to look at that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a grand list of everyone that's done it, but you have to kind of click by year, and it's been around for a while now.
Yeah, it's one of their like most successful things they've like ever done.
ESPN 30 for 30 is pretty successful too.
Yeah,
that was Bill Simmons' brainchild. Speaking of, I want to do fake 30 for 30 soon, so that's exciting. There's a bobsledder has been in it. That's cool. A lot of people have been in it. All right, and then for the final and last segment of the day.
Better the day, it's the better the day. Better the day, better the day.
Stepping up to the mic is the 7-0 man. He is on a heater, folks. He's 7 for his last 7. He's 8 for his last 9. He's hot. He had a 5-0 week. His total record on the show is 11-7, and mine is 10-8. Not that far off. We're pretty even. Jake, how do you feel? Do you feel like you still got it in your bones? Did the hot dogs weigh you down? Going to lead you to some brain seizures and bad picks? What you got?
The most insulting lead-in ever.
I threw out all your good stats.
You respect my authority, thinking it's going to go cold already?
No. I don't think it's going to go cold.
That's what you just said. That was your whole ender.
I'm asking, how do you feel? Did the weekend, is it going to play any bits on your mind?
You're a silly little boy. Jimmy, I mean, if you conclude the Super Bowl, I think I'm what? 9 for my last 10? Something like that?
Yeah, but I'm not including it.
I mean, I can't be stopped right now. People have been coming up to me on the streets of the mountains and saying, "You're melting the mountain." That part I embellished a little bit. But I will say, yeah, I mean, it felt good to be in a little bit of heat. Or no, what you and I need to decide is, if I get another 4-win week, what's your updated punishment?
Oh, it can't be that, because that was terrible. I had someone was like, "Yeah, I just stopped listening because that sucked." And I was like, "Yeah, I think that execution of that didn't really pay off. I think that was brutal."
I initially said accent too. I wanted an eye for an eye, but you said you couldn't do an accent. So
I can't do an accent. You know what it is? We got to find something that would at least be entertaining.
Okay.
You're good at accents.
Got anything?
You're good at accents, and like we're good at them. No, I don't.
Some of them.
Send them in. Send bets in, listeners. I can't think.
Send them in. Give suggestions of what Jimmer should do when I have another undefeated week, or I mean even 4 wins, which is fine. Jim, you know where I want to go?
Where?
A little town called Brooklyn.
Ever
been?
It's a good question. I don't know if I have.
Okay. We'll have to get you there sometime.
Been to Queens. I've been to the Bronx. I've been to Manhattan.
Probably been through Crooklyn.
Yeah, probably driven through it. I've been to Long Island for airports.
Gentrified these days.
Driven through Staten Island because you kind of have to sometimes.
Brooklyn's nice, and I mean, more importantly, that's where Tim's Nets play, Jim.
Yep.
And who are they hosting tonight? The Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks are favored by 7 points going into Brooklyn. And I just think Tim's Nets are feisty.
Mm-hmm.
I think they like defending their home court. I think the Super Bowl was last night, so the Bucks were busy watching that. Somewhere in New York City, maybe, partying.
Nets weren't interested.
Nets weren't interested. This is a new Nets team. They're saying the Knicks are dead. They're saying we could win this city over right now, especially the day after the Super Bowl. So I've got the Nets covering +7. +7 at home to Milwaukee.
You're taking the dog.
What's that?
Taking the underdog.
You're in?
I'm just saying that you are taking the underdog. And your bets when you take the dog, 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 1 for 3, 2 for 3, 3 for 3 so far. So this will sway.
So I guess you could say I've had my three in a row with the underdog is another way to say that.
Yeah, your last 3, you're 3-0 when you choose the underdog. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. You're 7. I'm not a dumb idiot.
Man on fire.
I have to respect your heater.
Thank you.
What's our sound effect for that?
That's what we're waiting for.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
It's a real hard sound effect for me to transition to because the background music is on so quiet, and then I gotta pause that, raise the volume, then hit the sound effect, and it doesn't come off good.
Behind the scenes.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
Just enjoy the free money, people. Start getting your holiday gifts. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah. You are undefeated in your last Monday bet.
Yep.
1-0.
Jimmy's trying to get into the analytics of my bets a little too early for that. And we'll have some more numbers soon.
There's no what's the word I'm looking for?
Patterns, rhythms.
Patterns. There's no patterns yet. I even tweeted out the image. I was like, someone find a fucking pattern here.
It's coming. It's still too soon, babe.
Yeah. Well, if we both win, then we both get another win. So I got to start disagreeing with you because I want to start to like match you. Like if I just agree with you every night, then I can never.
Then you get wins because you're agreeing with me.
Yeah, but I got to find it. I can't just agree with you all the time. You eventually got to lose.
What you need to be great at is finding the pulse of when the cold streak is coming. Because when it hits, oh boy, this one's gonna sting.
Yeah, I was late to riding this one, and I think I was late getting on your cold streak.
Yeah,
I got to be better at that.
You got to be better.
The show.
Everyone be better today. How about that?
Be better today. Jake and I got a lot to do today. All right. That is the end of this show. We appreciate it. We hope you had a good Sunday and are having a good Monday. Here's some Dirt Nasty and Beardo to really lift your spirits going into the weekend. Just it's not the weekend. Just going into this Monday.
White boys always get they dick suck at pencils. Bitch, clean the dishes. I'll slap your face. Heaven, you be wishing.
Good rap.
I heard a man wanna fight. He a black belt, bitch. I have a buck nut. Drugs on my mind.
That was the worst voice right there.
All the time. Drugs hard to find. Drugs on the grind. Drugs on my mind. Drugs
see you guys.
all the time.